Murder, She Watched contains adult themes and adult language. Listener discretion is advised. Murder, She Watched is for entertainment purposes only. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Murder, She Watched, the podcast where we solve murders from our couches. My name's Amye Archer. I'm your host. I'm here today with Becca in her pretty blue flowered top, as Graham would say.
Thank you so much.
Graham always said slacks and tops.
Slacks and tops. Aw. My grandma always said blouses. She wears, Is that the blouse you're going to wear?
My grandma was a seamstress, don't forget. So she had a lot of the terms around things. I'm sick. I'm still sick. So if I have to cough or anything like that, I will mute.
Yeah.
And you will not hear it. But if I sound a little kind of, that's why. My kids came home for spring break and they left their diseases.
Oh, that's so lovely and kind of them.
Yeah, I think it was the drunk parade day that really, they pick something up. I don't know.
Yeah, because sometimes you never know.
You never know what happens at those. Becca, we're here today. This was a last minute throw in this idea to cover this on the free feed because we didn't have anything this week.
Yes.
And how mad at me are you?
I almost thought about ghosting you today.
Wow.
I spiraled.
If you ever ghost me, you still need to turn on the camera and I just need to see the blank background.
Just
why? Just why?
Yeah. It was, you know what this was like? It was like they watched the good Murdaugh Murders. What is that actual title? What is the title of that one?
Murdaugh, Death in the Family.
It's like they watched Murdaugh, Death in the Family, and then all went into their garages and got props and tried to act it out.
Okay, but that's not what happened because this came out before that, which blew my fucking mind. So, guys, we're talking about Murdaugh Murders, the movie. We watched on TUBI, but it's a Lifetime movie. It was 4 hours, right?
4 hours.
Like 2-hour movies almost?
Yes.
And okay, I have a question for you. Ready?
Yeah.
Can Bill Pullman act?
He was in Independence Day, one of my most favorite movies growing up.
What is that show? He's in The Sinner, which I loved, with Jessica Biel, where he's like the tortured detective trying to solve things.
Yeah.
What has happened? What is he doing?
Was he acting, pretending like he didn't know how to act? It was so bad. Like, it was so bad.
At one point, he is in the police station glitching against the wall. I'm like, what is happening?
Is he in financial trouble? Did he need a paycheck?
Hold on. Back to the glitching against the wall. It's like my Roomba when it's like just hanging against the wall going, ee. That's what he was doing.
He was. It was like, what? And then I didn't understand it was 2 parts. So when it came to the end, I was like, yeah, I'm done.
You hated me.
And then it was a second part. Also, the way the movie opens up.
Yes.
Wow.
It's talk about that.
It's just like, it just opens up with shooting. And it's so like, it's bad acted death scenes. It's so bad. And I don't even think they're accurate with the type of wounds that they.
Guys, if you want to hear fucking accuracy, go listen to us on Murder Club. It's only $8 a month, and you will get our entire Murdaugh coverage, including the scripted series, and we did all of the staircase too. And God, I miss that guy too. I really do.
Guy. Yeah.
This was supposed to be for you. Like, I wanted to give you something good, and I wanted you. I know you have, as you told me yesterday, a Capri Sun shaped hole in your heart.
Yes.
I wanted to fill that for you, but this was not it.
And then I felt bad because I'm supposed to be paying attention to it because we're going to be recording a podcast where we're going to be talking about it. And I just couldn't.
And what did I say to you? I said, don't worry about it. I didn't pay attention either.
And Maggie May. No.
Mm-mm. So one of the things I noticed right off the bat is the accent is real bad. And I couldn't place it until I went and looked for some reviews. So I have some reviews I'll share at the end, which are hilarious.
Oh, I can't wait.
One of the things they talk about is they are doing like a 19th century Virginian accent. Like Civil War accents. That's what they're doing. And it's not right.
No.
It's weird, right? All right.
Also, did we ever see Buster? Where was Buster?
Buster's not around.
No.
Bussy Top didn't sign off on the release for this movie. He's like,
No.
Not doing it. By the way, Bussy, not a good guy we're hearing, right? Not that we thought he was, but I mean, he is a Murdaugh after all.
No, he was flipping people off in court?
With his eczema fingers.
I hope he put some lotion on that day.
Whoever he's flipping off needs to turn to him and say, go finger blast your girlfriend, Bo.
That was one thing. There was no Bo in this version.
There was very little Bo.
No.
Yeah. All right. So let's get through this, shall we?
Let's get into it.
Listeners, we're also apologizing to you. I hope you didn't watch this, but if you did, okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. So we open with the 911 call over some reenactment of the murders, and I wrote, they're being pretty generous to old Powder Top, right? With the casting of Bill Pullman.
And Bill Pullman put very little work into this. Like,
I don't even know. Yeah, you're right. He had to be at a real low in his career.
Yeah.
So we start in Charleston, South Carolina, 3 years before the murder. Lauren Robeck plays Maggie, and I wrote she has an accent like she is on the Titanic.
Is that called a transatlantic accent?
It's called an old-timey accent. TM. So the family's at a rehab center opening donated by the Murdaughs, mostly by Alec, and he gives a speech and talks about the spirit of giving that runs in the Murdaugh family. And again, it's like trying to think of a line from the Titanic. I'll think of it that I could do that like I didn't know what was happening. I was like, Cal, is that you stealing my necklace? Draw me like one of your French girls? Like, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, and there was little to no sweat in this version.
No sweat. No sweat. Just the glitching. Gloria is alive and well, so we see her. And I wrote, wow, this Pawpaw, a little bit more, like he's more accurate, I feel like.
I feel like this is a more accurate version, yes.
As we all know, I had a moment of weakness and was attracted to Pawpaw in the Hulu series. For 5 minutes when he pulled up in the truck with the smoke.
Yeah, it was one of your finest moments.
So he gets a brand new truck for his birthday. Gloria says, "You're spoiling those boys." And old Powder Top basically tells her to fuck off.
Yeah.
And there's this weird push-pull between Gloria and Alec the entire time.
Yeah, like who's your daddy kind of competition.
And Gloria's like, I raised him. I think I have a say. And Maggie's like, I raised him too. Okay. Old Powder Top driving down the road. Now, they do not do the little mint container.
No.
They do the good old-fashioned pill bottle.
And
these aren't Altoids. These are actual,
Yeah. Well,
pills.
no, what he kept him in the other one was an old, what do you call that? Chewing tobacco container.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I felt like Alex Murdaugh was a little too classy to be carrying around a bottle of pills.
I agree.
Yeah.
He's better at hiding these things.
Yeah. Now, Capri Sun, yes. Bottle of pills, no.
No. So there, he gets to work and Dean comes in. I don't know who this Dean person is. I don't know.
Nope.
I did not know many of the people in this.
No, because when you really know who the actual people are, you're like, that person was a man or that person was a woman. And they just have everybody so mixed up. So you don't know who is who.
Yep. Dean comes in with an exciting case, Becca, of somebody who was hit by a train and is now in a wheelchair, and he's so excited. And Alex like, "Oh boy, let me at him! Let me at him!"
He was like, we're rolling in the dough. We're rolling in the dough.
As long as trains keep hitting people, I'm excited.
Yep.
So G-Paw shows up. I just saw him in something. What did I see him in? Oh, Timmy and I are watching Paradise on Hulu. I was telling you about it. And G-Paw's in that. Major Dad.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm going to have to watch that.
Yeah. But this G-Paw is not Major Dad.
Nope.
And he's playing solitaire on the computer. He's asking Alec about the cheating allegations against Buster in law school. Alec is like twitching.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he had too much. Maybe they didn't show Capri Suns because he had too many offset, and that's why he's glitching. It's all the sugar just rushing through his body.
He's kind of like a bumbling fool, which, I mean, I think because you and I are experts now, I think the real life Murdaugh patriarchy did see Alec as the bumbling fool. We know Randy hated him.
But a lot of people say, unfortunately, he really was charismatic. He was fun to be around. He was the life of the party.
I know.
So I don't know if this version is the correct. I don't know. It's an interesting version.
Daddy wants to know why Alec needed a loan last month. And Alec's like, "Oh, Daddy, it was a transfer error. I don't really know what happened, you know." And Alex says, "You used to call me a hayseed hillbilly, Daddy." And Daddy says, "Look, loser, don't embarrass me." Which, if I had a nickel for every time my parents thought that about me.
Oh, I'd have so many nickels.
And here I am podcasting about Cody Brown.
Yeah.
So there's a case coming up, and Alec and his daddy are so proud of bribing this judge with the country club membership. This is another thing, guys. In Murdaugh Death in the Family, like they just take such care to portray the grift with the secrecy that I think the Murdaughs were accustomed to. Yes. Here it's just all obvious. Like they literally beeline for this one judge and are like, "How much of a bribe can I give you to make this go away?" It's real overt.
They're like looking around. We're going to bribe the judge now, people. Yeah.
Like Timmy and I always use the example when something's obvious of there was this political speech that Obama gave once. And he's like, "I'm going to take these construction workers." And he's like pointing to them right behind him to rebuild this bridge. We always say that. This kind of had that feel. Yes. It was like, "I'm going to bribe that judge with this pile of money."
Yes. Where Death in the Family, you saw them invite somebody over for dinner. And then that dinner, they sat them next to the governor. And then you understood the game. Like,
yes. Thank you. Yes. And I just wrote, it's so obvious this judge is on the take because he's literally like winking at Alec after giving him the verdict he wants.
Is that what you wanted? That's the one you wanted, right?
Guys, if you're not watching this on YouTube, you need to, because I'm doing the glitching, the winking. Okay, so now I wrote, "Oh no, Papa's getting pulled over in his new truck, clearly drunk." And he's like, "Bo," he says to the cop, "go finger blast your girlfriend." Oh no, he doesn't. He says, "My daddy's Alex Murdaugh." But he gets arrested anyway. Yeah. And that cop must be new or something.
Yeah, because I don't think he would get arrested. I think he said, I think he didn't even get pulled over because they knew he was a Murdaugh.
No. Yeah. So Alec goes down the jail to bail him out, and he walks in, and it's like he's, returning home to the high school game. Everybody's like, "Oh, Alec, psh, 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 oh, Pot Top, how you doing, Bo?
You're here."
They just open the jail and let Papa out. Yeah. Okay, I wrote, Bill Pullman seems to be having difficulty with the accent, maybe. He's speaking in, you know what staccato is in music? Like how it's real choppy?
Yes.
That's kind of how he's talking like this. I don't know. Oh, like
I just thought
what is happening?
I just thought he forgot his lines or he didn't even bother to learn them. Like he was just going off the cuff.
So Maggie's wearing her little Laura Ashley nightgown, as any proper Southern belle would.
Very cute.
And at home, he's telling Papa, "Don't embarrass me, Bo. Don't embarrass me, loser." And he says, trouble's the easiest thing to get into and the hardest thing to get out of.
Mm-hmm.
Now Alec has to go down to the station and bribe them with season tickets to the Gamecocks. Are they called the Gamecocks?
I don't think that's...
I'm going to look it up.
Okay. They made that
team
up to be silly.
Sports team, the Gamecocks.
That's not real.
Oh, it is.
Oh,
South Carolina real. Gamecocks men's basketball.
Oh, yeah. Go
it's
Gamecocks.
Division 1. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think D1 is the best you can be.
It is.
It is, yeah.
Yes. University of South Carolina.
Oh.
Okay, there you go.
Just
so
kidding.
these cops are going the Gamecocks.
They're all excited. Okay. Another bribe.
Now we need to talk about this shadowy, shady figure that Alex meeting up with that for most of the notes and almost all of the movie I thought was old Shooty Hands.
I thought it was too.
Oh, we should tell people who don't know what we're talking about. What's his real name? Cousin Eddie.
Cousin Eddie. We like
Becca called him old Shooty Hands and it just stuck.
Oh, I'll never say anything funnier.
If you guys want to hear our coverage of the documentary, that's on the free feed. You could just go back a month or two, maybe. Sorry, I'm hiccuping, and go see it. Okay. So this guy. Okay. They bought the rights to Johnny Cash's God Is Gonna Cut You Down.
Yeah.
And this is the theme song of every time we see this shady old Shooty Hands type figure who's like tweaking behind a tree.
I was like, what is going on?
You have the budget for Bill Pullman and Johnny Cash's God Is Gonna Cut You Down. Come on.
I guess that's where the whole budget went.
That is where the whole budget went because everything else is shot in like an old empty Sears.
That was real poor finance choices.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Pawpaw and his bros are breaking into Alex's office. They're stealing booze and Pawpaw finds his pills.
Yeah.
And Alex like, oh, Pawpaw, oh, Bo, that's just from my knee. I hurt my knee playing Division 1 football. I don't know.
Remember how good I was.
And as any good daddy does, he gives Pawpaw an AR-15 or some sort of big gun for a gift.
Yeah, and he just had it laying around. He's like, trade Z. Yeah. It was a little intense, that gun.
A little intense, and we just kind of saw this trial happen. Can we just stop giving kids who get in trouble big guns as rewards?
Yeah.
Just a PSA. So Maggie, meanwhile, gets a call that a check of hers bounced from a charity, and she's like, what? There must be some mistake. Oh, sorry. Let me get back into Civil War, Virginia. Why, my God, there must be some mistake. I don't understand it. It's very old Southern. I can't do it.
Yes.
Alec is meeting with Mr. Hamilton, and he's saying the settlement. Alex telling this guy, this is the guy who apparently got in the train accident and is in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
That his settlement would be about $200,000. And the dude is like, what? I can't work. I'm in a wheelchair. Like, I need this money. And Alex says, I'll just keep 10% of it. I'll do you a favor. Normally I keep 80, but I'm going to keep 10.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, I can't wait, Alec. I can't wait. And Alec's like, let me pull out my checkbook and write you a nice fat check. And this was interesting to me because we saw how he manipulated people.
Yes. And he found people who weren't really probably going to sue because they didn't have the money for a lawyer, but he found people who were already down and out before something happened to them.
Yes.
And he just took advantage of them.
Yeah. And this poor guy, and the way that he makes it look like he's the hero, I'll loan you the money against it. Meanwhile, how much is that settlement really? $3 million probably?
Yeah. And he's telling him, sorry, all we could get you was $100,000 minus that loan I gave you, minus my fee. He is, and he took advantage of people who didn't know how to read or write very well. He's just a scumbag.
100% scumbag. Pawpaw getting real drunk with his bros. Timmy comes out and Maggie gets upset. And Gloria's like, well, you guys drink around him constantly. What do you expect? And again, Alex like, shut the fuck up, Gloria. Are they leading us to believe this is why he or allegedly how she fell, quote, down the steps?
I think Gloria was more like the Gloria in Death of the Family, where she was much more submissive and obedient to the Murdaughs than this sassy pants.
I agree.
Yeah.
Later, Gloria yelps, and Maggie and Pawpaw find her at the bottom of the stairs, and it's mysteriously like right after Alec leaves.
Yes.
Did we get a little Michael Peterson at the top of the staircase?
He's just like, bink.
And they take Alec's statement. We get the 911 call, and then the police show up, and they take Alec's statement. He's like, I don't know. She whispered to me that she tripped over the dogs. We didn't see that, Alec.
Nope.
We saw her start to whisper, but we don't know what was said. She could have said, Alec, why did you push me down the stairs, Bo? She could have said, Alec, go finger blast your girlfriend, Bo. We don't know what her last words were.
No, but you see old Pawpaw just like death eyeing him. Like
he knows.
You hear him telling the EMT and the police and everybody.
Gloria dies. Maggie's devastated. Pawpaw doesn't seem to give a fuck. Yeah. I thought they did a much better job in Death in the Family portraying Gloria and Pawpaw's relationship as it was according to Gloria and her sons, because they're the ones who kind of vouched for that.
And even his friends
and his girlfriend
said that it was a special relationship.
Yep.
But yet he was just a brat, so he didn't know how to really behave towards her.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. So at her funeral is when Alec gives her son Tony the idea to file the lawsuit. He tells Maggie about it. Maggie's like, is this legal? And he goes, listen, Maggie Top.
Yeah.
It's perfectly legal, but we don't talk about it with anyone outside these walls. Pro tip. Might not be legal if somebody's saying it's legal, but we can never tell another living soul.
Yeah. If you have to like keep a blood oath, it might not be all on the up and up.
Now she says, why did the death certificate say Gloria died of natural causes? There was no autopsy. And Alex like, shut the fuck up. Yeah. It was an accident. Official record.
Yeah.
Now we get the boat accident. And I wrote, boy, they really breezed past this.
It was like
5 minutes.
I actually thought I glitched out and missed something. I had to rewind. I'm like, where? Yeah.
Yeah. We don't know. We see Alec running into Murdaugh mode as he does, cleaning this shit up. He's like, trying to get out of Pawpaw. Where are you driving the boat? Where are you driving the boat?
Yeah.
And then he totally implants the idea in Pawpaw's head that he was not driving the boat. And he tells the police that Connor was driving. We know all of this from our stories. Everyone else says Pawpaw was driving. Alec goes running right to the judge for the bribe.
Yeah.
Here is it's like he might as well be running with the sack of money.
Yeah, with just dollar signs on the front.
They get to court. Of course, Paul is released to go, and we get a wink, wink. Your client is free to go.
And everyone high fives. Like, it's so obvious.
Pawpaw has his little blue blazer and khakis on. Did you notice?
Yeah.
He's got the uniform on.
Cover your drink, ladies.
They get home, and Alec is telling Maggie, nobody, no crime, Maggie May. Nobody, no crime.
God.
But then they do find Mallory.
Yeah, thank goodness.
And they have these really cheesy scenes. Okay.
Oh, God.
They have these very cheesy scenes of Alex so obviously transferring funds to himself. And the accounts are like basically like stolen account, client's account. And he's like transferring like, he's got his little tongue out. And he's transferring like $2 million to his stolen funds. It's ridiculous.
It's like offshore money, hidden funds, not paying taxes on any of this.
Yes. And he's shaking and he's needing pills. And I wrote again, what is wrong with Bill Pullman? Is he okay? Can somebody check on him? Okay, G-Paw, or as we learned, he's calling himself Handsome.
Yes.
Is hospitalized, and Alec has to go tell him that Pawpaw was driving the boat, and they're able to prove it. And G-Paw, again, raise your kids in a way that when you're on your deathbed, you don't have to deal with their bullshit anymore.
Yeah. Like, if you're on your deathbed fixing your children's crimes.
And your children are like 50.
Yeah. That's your regret. You know, they say live with no regrets. No, you have some regrets.
Yes. So G-Paw's like, clean this the fuck up. This is not a train accident, boy.
Yeah.
Because we know the Murdaughs made a living off suing those train companies.
It's much, if you're going to kill someone, you want to do two things: train accident, cruise ship.
There you go. You go. And who calls them train companies? Most people call them railroads. Sorry. So now, okay. All right. Are we ready for what I think is the most disturbing scene ever? He goes and dicks some woman down, but like, I don't think he can perform. And he's like dry humping her and then turns into choking her. And I wrote, what?
Yeah, I wanted to never see. I wanted to go back to the scene in Murder in the Family from the Bahamas. That's how much I didn't want to see this scene.
What was happening? I was watching it on 1.3, I think. So it was like, oh, like he's really dry humping her real fast.
Yeah. So we all know that he's a romancer with the ladies,
I guess.
That was horrible.
So Pawpaw's indicted and people are stopping Alec and Maggie on the street offering their support, but that's not Pawpaw's experience. He's getting punched on the street.
Yeah. And we know like the whole community kind of turned on them. It's like these people, maybe there is something wrong.
Yeah. And they get home and Alec is now roughing up Pawpaw. And I wrote, this is really horrible. The way, like they got that right. Because by all accounts, he was a terrible father.
Yeah.
And he freaks out on Pawpaw saying, you fucked up our legacy, Bo. Bo, you fucked up our legacy. I'm never going to be able to sit on a park bench and drink my Capri Sun ever again.
I'm never going to be able to wear that Confederate soldier's outfit again. You ruined our legacy.
Yeah. Alec runs over to Old Shooty Hands, I think. They're playing the song again. Meanwhile, Maggie's looking at his very obvious computer crimes. Don't click this folder, Maggie. Click.
Oh, no.
Folder of Alex crimes.
Yeah. Folder, big boobs. What's in here? Click.
So he's meeting with a lawyer. They don't tell us who anyone is, so I have no idea. Who is like, you intimidated those kids in that hospital and you're being sued for over $50 million. Then Alec gets home and Maggie's leaving him. She confronts him about the pills and he says, it's my knees, Maggie May. You know, it's my knees.
Poor
and
man.
he goes to work the next day. He's confronted about stealing. So like shit is just coming down on him.
He's just getting punches left and right.
We end episode 1 with Maggie and Paul being at the kennels. They are murdered. That was only episode 1. Jesus.
Jeez.
Wow. Did people actually like this?
Was this nominated for any awards?
Maybe Razzies. That would be about it.
Yeah.
All right. Episode 2 picks up with him being questioned by Sled. There's a female investigator, but I have no idea who this is. She's suspicious of Alec right from the jump. And his fake crying. Oh, no. Maggie, Papa. Oh, my dog just started barking.
He's like, what is that noise?
Alex shows up at his parents'. Shelly sees him carrying a blue something or other tucked under his arm. He asks Shelly, and we all know this scene. Shelly, my dear, I was here for 45 minutes, right? Now, I guessed all of Double Jeopardy, right? I got it all right. Even Final Jeopardy. I guessed the clue, right?
She's like, no.
She's like, yeah, that never happened, dude.
Wishful thinking, but no, you were here about 20 maybe.
Yeah, never happened. So now we see him beelining for Old Shooty Hands' house.
Yeah.
And then I wrote, Old Shooty Hands beats him up. Oh, no, wait. These are just drug dealers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was disappointed. I was like, really? This is not Shooty Hands? This is just some random drug dealer? You know, there was also no jellyfish in this episode, any of these.
Yeah, not interested if it's not Old Shooty Hands.
Nope. I don't need it.
So again, the walls are closing in. He's just driving down the highway popping pills, doing 80 popping pills because he'll never get pulled over because they just look at his license plate, says Old Potter Top. He's good to go.
He's good to go.
He's okay. This is like, okay, I'm going to reenact this on my phone. Okay. He's like, hello. Oh, what? Oh, I'm being sued for 50 million. Oh, hold on. I have another call coming in. Click. Hello. What? My daddy's dying. Oh my God. Hold on. I got another call coming in. Click. What, Maggie, you're leaving me? Like, he keeps getting calls. And they're using, like, the call waiting. Like, everybody decide to call him in these 10 minutes and tell him everything bad.
Like, everything bad in his life. He's just like, hold, please.
Whenever we send, so a little behind the scenes that nobody cares about is every week, Kristen, our social media queen, makes a reel for me from Murder She Watched. And so I'll send her an episode and I'll just be like, here's an episode I want to promote. And she told me, she's like, I go through and I kind of watch the video and I see where you guys are laughing. And that's kind of where I go for the clips to see. She's not going to be able to find a time when we're not laughing through this menagerie.
No, I think the clips for this episode just needs to be just clips of laughing and be like, promoting. This is how we felt about it.
So the walls, like I said, completely closing in. He's trying to sell his house. He's running over to his girlfriend's trailer. He's like, I just needed to see you.
Yeah.
She's like, get the fuck out of here, you lunatic.
She's like, you're a loser. Get the road, Jack.
Okay. They do the roadside shooting a little different. They do it as a drive-by.
Yeah.
Which makes old Shooty Hands look complicit. And that's not what old Shooty Hands says happened.
No. And because old Shooty Hands shot his gun up in the air like Yosemite Sam.
Yes. And then Alec just dropped to the ground very dramatically. If he pulled up alongside of him, rolled down the window and aimed the gun right at his face, how did he miss?
He would have been dead. Yeah. And he fell backwards like, what?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
So they question Alec and they ask him if he knows of a gang called the Cowboys. And this is the scene, guys, where they're talking about these drug dealers where he's glitching against the wall.
Yes.
I don't know what he's saying. He's just making noises.
And like his hands are all like he has like little T-Rex arms all of a sudden. Yes.
Finally, they say, we know you were involved in this, Alec. And this is where he kind of drops down. It's like, oh, what a tangled web we weave. Yeah. When you got the pills, I'm on the pills. I'm on the powder. Yeah. So he holds a press conference to announce that he's going to the rehab center. And I'm like, is he going to the rehab center he donated to build?
No.
That would be full circle.
I wonder if they gave him a discount.
Finally, we get old Shooty Hands.
Finally.
And I'm going to say something. They've casted him pretty cute. He's got like a Unabomber cuteness to him.
Yes. Every casting of him is... They've never seen the man before. Like they're very generous in everything we've seen.
They are. No pushback with me with the Unabomber being kind of cute.
Actually, no. Because there is a way, like he had that 70s crazy look to him,
which
I kind of find attractive.
Right. Yeah. Although RIP to all the victims that he hurt.
Yes,
we don't like that. We don't like that.
No.
So Alec admits that he hatched this idea, and the judge is like, wink, wink. Okay, dude, go home. Go home. You're good. And then I wrote, he has to go back to the rehab. So he's still in the rehab center, but the press are there. And then he goes back home. Like, I don't know what's happening here.
It was very confusing. It was
and then Wade in the Water is playing. And
I'm just like, what is going on?
Isn't Wade in the Water the song they were playing? Yes, it's the song they were playing in The Handsome Killer.
Oh,
remember?
I only listened. Yeah, I only listened because it looked too scary for me.
I kept talking about how they kept playing this song.
Yes.
And it was driving me crazy. I think it's that song. Well, I'll have to ask Karen.
You'll have to ask because that looked too scary for me, so I only listened.
It was terrifying. That guy's terrifying. So he gets arrested now for the financial crimes. And the girlfriend we also see talking to the police. Mm-hmm. And they lay his crimes out in front of him. And he's like, it's all you got? You do understand I am a Murdaugh, right?
Yeah.
My granddaddy was run down by a train and still managed to grift his way to the top. Nothing stops us.
You see those pictures in there? That's my family.
So they charge him with the murders after they find Paul's video to Rogan.
Yeah.
And we get God's going to cut him down again. Now he's at a trial in this tiny courtroom.
So teeny tiny.
And Dick Harpoolian again is like, this is Alex Murdaugh. Do you guys hear me? There must be some mistake here.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Murdaugh takes the stand. We get the famous, "Did you take this gun and blow your son's brains out on June the 7th?" And then we get Alex, "What a tangled web we weave." And then he's guilty and we're done. It's over.
Yeah.
I might have missed some things in there. I zoned out. Sorry.
No, I think that was pretty much it. Yeah.
This was the worst.
It was because you know what? There were actually no details. There was no, like, why did he, like, we just talk about the boat accident, but we don't really know anything about the boat accident. Like,
Here's the thing. This is what I tried to say about the Karen Reed Lifetime movie that Amanda and I did. Give us something. Like, Death in the Family gave us so much of, and it's a fine line because you also don't want to invent stuff.
Yeah.
But you want to give us like something that fill these characters out in a way that we don't get from a documentary. We got nothing new here. This was just rehash. It would be like if somebody came out with a new version of Romeo and Juliet and it was just the exact same. Like, stop. Give us something. Give us a Baz Luhrmann Romeo and Juliet. Like, give us something like they just did Gatsby in a cool way. Yeah.
Yes.
There's nothing here. There's nothing rich or good or new. It's just a retelling of what happened.
And the actors in Death in the Family learned about these people the best they could.
Yep.
The actor that played Alec for like 3 or 4 months, something like that, just listened, never looked at a picture of him, just listened to his voice to learn who he was. I don't think any of these people in this version even know who these people are.
And it's the subtle details. Like when you get to Alex Murdaugh in Death in the Family, eating a casserole out of the middle of the casserole that Maggie has just made. Like, that is a detail,
a choice
that tells you everything about him. There's none of that here. There's no nuance.
And there's nothing in this version that I even get to know Alec about. Like, okay, I see he has a pill problem, but I don't really, like, it's not showing me his pill problem, where Death in the Family showed me his pill problem.
And like, there's no love between him and Maggie. Like, remember when they had the ceremony and it was when he was talking about the jellyfish with the DNR officer and he's dancing with Maggie because it's their song. Like, you kind of have these moments where you see them in love and then you understand it. None of that here.
No, you're like, why is this woman even with this man? Like,
it's real bad.
And it was weird that there was no Buster. There were no brothers. Like,
no. So I have some reviews. Would you like me to share them?
Please.
Okay. So these are from IMDb. 2 out of 10 stars. This shit is atrocious. My goodness. The accents are the first sign that this movie was going to be absolute garbage. They aren't talking like South Carolinians from the 21st century. They're talking like Virginians from the 1700s in the opening party. And the accents don't really improve. Next, the acting is atrocious. What is Bill Pullman doing? He's playing a character of Alex Murdaugh. That's true.
That's true.
But it comes across as a stage play where all the actors are acting. There's no immersion. It feels like a high school play.
Yeah.
Next, there are so many inaccuracies, from little things like where they set the law firm to big things like the complete absence of Morgan Doherty in the boat accident scene.
Yeah.
Apart from Mallory Beach and Paul Murdaugh, there was Connor Cook and his girlfriend, Miley, Anthony Cook. We all know this.
The characters, yeah.
This isn't a documentary, but his abuse of Morgan during that boat ride was a large factor in Paul crashing. Which leads me to my next point. The writers of this clearly want to portray Alex Murdaugh and his father as the villains of this whole thing. But as somebody who's done the research, it should be shared that Maggie was also complicit in spoiling her kids and doing all of this.
We saw how she treated that poor pharmacist.
Yes, for the eczema cream. So somebody else wrote, worst acting ever. Watched the show before this movie, and since the show isn't completely out yet, I decided to watch the movie. I've got to say there is a huge difference. This movie has some of the worst acting I've ever seen. I had to shut it off. Somebody else wrote, boy, this Lifetime movie is boring. I saw quite a few documentaries on the case, but tired of watching them. Tried this, however, it was a complete waste of time, plus 2 rental fees at Amazon. I
Oh.
almost didn't even watch episode 2. Yeah, I don't blame you.
I
No
didn't
plot,
even
no buildup, and what is Bill Pullman doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty
And
bad.
what's crazy is that this was 2 parts.
You and I summed this up in half an hour.
Like, they could have put so much more detail and more effort into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half hour, Becca, we got through this.
I know.
Well, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't understand what's happening, but thank you for going along on this journey with us. If you want to hear good Murdaugh stuff, go listen to our Murder Club coverage of Death in the Family. We loved it.
We loved it. And please do not watch this movie.
No.
Please.
No. Don't even give Lifetime your money.
No.
Just listen to us.
You know what happened to me? I watched it on TUBI, but I don't have a TUBI account. So when I came back to watch the rest of it, it had started it over. So I had to like fast forward to find the place.
Yeah.
So now
you probably skipped a little bit and didn't even notice, did you?
But now I have a TUBI account because I didn't want that to happen again.
Yeah, it's not good. 1 out of 10. Do not recommend.
No.
All right, guys. So let me tell you what you have coming up.
Oh, there's a lot coming up.
There's a lot coming up. Okay. Can we talk about how everybody screwed us with the poll for Making a Murderer or Madeleine McCann?
Well, same thing happened with us, though.
I know. It's this 50-50 bullshit.
And see, maybe that's why it has to be a third option. It equals it all out a bit.
Maybe. I feel like it would be 33, 33, 33. So, guys, Kyla and I are wrapping up our coverage of Maura Murray, which was on the $8 tier.
So good. So good.
Becca, I'm so obsessed with that case. I listened to James Renner's book for the last 3 days. I'm so obsessed with the whole case.
I know.
I have thoughts on James Renner, which we'll get to because we're also covering the book.
Good.
Yeah. So that's going to be next Tuesday. We will be talking about that book. And you and I are starting, it's actually going to air tomorrow, The Truth About Pam.
Ooh, I can't wait.
The Thing About Pam.
The Thing About Pam.
I get it wrong every time.
Thank you. And yeah, I just go off what you said. I agree every time.
That's a terrifying thought.
It is.
No one should be agreeing with me. And so next month, there's not going to be a theme, but we're going to be doing 2 kind of long series and we're deep diving through them. You and I are going to decide after we do The Thing About Pam, which we're going to do 2 episodes at a chunk. Oh, this is a good opportunity to make an announcement.
Oh, announcement.
For some reason, The Thing About Pam is leaving Peacock.
Oh, no.
In like 3 weeks. So you and I are going to rush.
We're going to rush through
and get it done.
Well, not rush through the podcast, but rush through watching it.
Yeah, we're going to get it done. So guys, if you have not watched it yet, watch it because it will be gone in, as of this recording, maybe like 20 days.
Ooh.
Yeah. So get that watched. It's on Peacock. And I have a lot of thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts about Renee Zellweger in a fat suit, which I will go on a rant about. And Judy Greer is DA Leah Askey, which I think is a really good fit. It's good. It's good. I have mixed feelings about it.
And I'm going in blind because we had talked about possibly doing this. So I did not watch the Dateline or listen to you and Kyla.
Which Kyla and I covered, yeah.
Because I said to you, do you want me to go into this blind or do you want me to go into this with some facts? And you said, ooh, I think it'd be fun blind.
I can't wait for you to discover what this woman has wrought upon the world.
Oh, I can't wait.
So that's happening. And then Kyla and I are either going to do Making a Murderer, which has always been something I've wanted to do.
You've seen it before though, right?
I saw it when it first came out. I think it was my first Netflix binge.
I kind of feel the same way. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw it when it first came out. And I know, it's going to allow me to use my rhetorical analysis skills because I know that there has since been so much that has come out that said that it was wrong or left out or skewed a certain way. So don't fear. We will be looking into all of that.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah. And then you and I have to decide what we're going to do.
Yeah. So people have kind of thrown some ideas at us. We're thinking
Susan
about
Cox Powell is the one people are throwing around.
Yes, Susan Powell. Yes.
Yeah.
Which I know the big details of, but I've never really watched. I know what the news showed us, but I never really watched anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some ideas.
I know that you and Steve have 10 cars, right? Do you think that you could get your RAV4 and you could join Kyla and me in our little RAV4 true crime detective agency driving around the country solving crimes?
Well, can't we just get in one car? Do we have to get in multiple cars?
We have to all get in a RAV4.
Because, as you know, I actually don't have a driver's license, so I have to sit shotgun with someone.
You can come in my RAV4.
Okay.
Because we'll be the Lieber detectives in one RAV4.
Yes.
Okay. And Kyla can follow in her RAV4. We're ridiculous. All right, guys. And don't forget, this Sunday night is Murder Club meeting, 8 p.m. Eastern time. You should be getting in a couple days an email with the link for that. If you are an Apple subscriber, some of you have already reached out. Reach out to me however you need to get me. There's contact info in the notes of this episode. And just send me a little screenshot of your membership, and I will take your email, and then I'll put you on the list to get the link.
It's going to be so much fun. I can't
wait.
it'll
be fun. I'm excited. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Becca. Thank you for watching this bullshit.
Thank you for bringing this into my life, I guess.
Really?
Well, thank you for bringing the Murdaughs into my life. Maybe not like this crab apple.
Right. I agree. Yeah. All right, guys. Until next time, we'll see. No? What is that? Until next time. Okay, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.